What is going on, people? Hopefully you didn't miss me too much. It's been about like 2 weeks now that I have not done a video. I've been pretty busy with work, and like I said in my last video, I wasn't gonna have it because I really didn't get too much stuff. But this time I got a whole bunch of stuff. It's been about 2 weeks, so I did get a whole bunch of stuff from Walmart, from Best Buy, through Amazon, and it's going to be a DVD. Yes, DVD. I actually have gotten a lot of DVDs recently, but I got a couple DVDs and a whole bunch of Blu-rays. So this is going to be my big, it's going to be pretty big actually, a big Blu-ray update, DVD Blu-ray update. But before I get into that, the past couple of videos I have been shouting these guys out a lot, but tonight they do have a live show. Like I told you in the last video, the guys from the Dorkening on Tuesdays, they always have a live show, whether it be interviewing someone or talking about movies or whatever have you. Tonight they do have a guest. His name is Jonathan Scott Higgins. He's from Truth or Dare or Blood Lake, the producer from that. If you know anything about those movies, if you want to just see what this guy's all about, definitely go check them out. I'm gonna leave it on the leave the link in the description box. Pretty much what they do at 9 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock for me, Eastern Standard Time, whatever it is for you. So technically, in about 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours, they will be interviewing this guy. So definitely, if you're into those kind of like lower named horror movies, but still good, check out their stuff. I'll leave the link on the bottom. Go check them out. It's live tonight. Show them the love. And yeah, let me get into this because, like I said, it is pretty big. I'm actually gonna go for the DVDs first. I bought all these. I got off Amazon. This first one, I was looking up a whole bunch of Keira Knightley movies, and I'll tell you why after the fact. But pretty much, I bought something with Keira Knightley in it, and on the side it has, oh, if you like this movie by Keira Knightley, you'll like all these. This one here showed up. It was $4, and it has Keira Knightley when she was probably, I couldn't even tell you, she looked very young in this, but it has Felicity Jones in it. It looks pretty interesting. I don't know if it's from US or anything. I honestly have never seen or heard of this movie before I found it, and the only reason I got it is because Prime was selling it for $3. So I got it, and that's The Treasure Seekers. No idea. Have never seen it. It looks like one of those old school. I couldn't even tell you when it was made. When was it made? It doesn't even say it on the back here. It just says it's 97 minutes long. I have no idea when this came out or was made, but, I picked it up just because it said Keira Knightley, and I said, if I see somewhat of a deal, I'll get it. This next one, still haven't checked it out, but I remember they always show clips, every once in a while I'll search YouTube, and I'll have a whole bunch of, top 10 horror movies or top 10 scenes from like scary movies kind of deal. And I always used to see every once in a while a scene from this movie, and I looked up the movie, and it always was like 90 something bucks, and it was always saying out of print on Amazon. I found someone who was selling it for 18 bucks, but the problem was they were in, I think it was Australia or something, but I ordered it, and it took pretty much like a month to get to me, a month and a half, and I did get it earlier this week. Actually, late last week. I think I got it on Saturday, but I picked it up because, like I said, I looked for it. Always very expensive, and I'm guessing it's out of print or something. But I finally got it in the mail, and that's Society. Like I said, there were some scenes that looked very, I want to say, I guess the word would be intriguing. Could be shitty, could be great. It looked like one of those old school 80s horror movies, with the practical effects and the makeup and everything. It looked pretty interesting, but Society, from what I took from it, there's a group of people that have their own quote unquote society. This kid ends up going to this party, and they find out that this society is like a bunch of freaks and stuff. But society, if anybody knows anything about it, let me know. This one I got in today. I was skimming through Amazon, and I found this movie. I remember watching this thing a long time, many times when I was a young kid. I do have 2 of the volumes of this on DVD, and I was always looking for it. And for some reason nowadays, I guess I'm putting the right words in, but I find these movies very easily. I bought this one for $15. A little expensive for a cartoon, but I bought it. It's one that I watched like I said, a long time ago, but I used to watch it over and over and over again, and that's Tiny Toon Adventures: How I Spent My Summer Vacation. I'm trying to get a lot of nostalgia stuff that, when I was younger. I'm finding a whole bunch more, so that just keeps me on track to finding more and more stuff. But like I said, I watched this one a whole bunch. This is pretty much, all the little Tiny Toon characters, Buster and Babs Bunny. They go off on their own little storyline. Plucky Duck and Hampton Pig, they go to this one amusement park, so they go on their own tangent. Elmira, very interesting. The one kid, Montana Max, was not in this. He was a mainstay in the cartoon. He just didn't have a short in this, but How I Spent My Summer Vacation. If you haven't seen this, definitely check it out, especially if you're a Tiny Toons fan. This is one that, really kept me going into the cartoon. But yeah, Tiny Toon Adventures: How I Spent My Summer Vacation. These next ones I bought off Amazon. They were relatively cheap. I think they each came to under $30, and they're all box sets. They actually came from, I guess, the UK or something, because they're part of the Disney things, and when I got it, the Disney rewards were from the UK. So I'm guessing these are box sets from overseas, or like I said, from the UK. And these are, the first one is Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean 4-movie box set. Comes with the first one. What is it? Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, Outworld's End, and then On Stranger Tides. But yeah, that's the 4-pack of Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't want to get into all 4. If you've seen them, I enjoyed them. If you haven't seen them, watch, give them a chance. They're very interesting and throw spins on it. And this is the other one I got, the Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray. Again, I think they're from overseas. It comes with all 3 of them. I think they said they're coming out with another one, so eventually probably another box set will come out, but whatever. A whole bunch of these I'm going to show off. Most of these movies that I'm about to show off came out within the last 2 weeks. Not today, but 2 weeks before. A couple of these I bought off Amazon, but a lot of these I have not watched yet, so I'm just going to go through them and show them off. The ones that I have seen, I'll explain a little bit. But these first 2 are a little older. Again, like I said, I was looking for Keira Knightley, and these 2 movies came up. I remember this had to be from last year. This was in all the award shows and everything. Anna Karenina. Don't know what it's about. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet, but I picked that one up. This one seemed very interesting. It stars Steve Carell and Keira Knightley, and that's Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Don't really remember if I'd seen it or heard about it, but this one's another one that popped up on my feed, so I decided to get it. Steve Carell and Keira Knightley. How could you go wrong? Again, these couple ones came out between the last 2 weeks, not today, but before that. This one I heard mixed reviews. It didn't look very interesting, and the whole controversy around this movie kind of, diminished my want to see it, because it made such a big deal, and then if I watched it and it sucked, I would have hated it. So I kind of just steered away from it. I bought it because it was only $12. I still have not popped it in to watch it. Not that I don't like these guys, but a lot of their comedies aren't my kind of comedy, I guess you want to call it. It stars James Franco and Seth Rogen, and that's The Interview. Like I said, I heard a lot of people give it crap. Some people said it was good. I'll eventually get down to watch it, but I bought it because it was $12.99 and because I'm a collector. But I heard more bad things than good things. So one day I'll sit down and watch it. If you have your own reviews on it or you have your own thoughts on it, leave your thoughts in the description box. These next two I got in the 788 bin at Walmart. This first one is Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Pretty much I just bought this to upgrade it. These Lisa Kudrow and Mira Sorvino, they end up going to, I think it's their 10th or 20th, no, 15th high school reunion, and they want to, impress everybody in the story that goes along with it. Definitely check it out. It's one of those early 90s movies that, 90s was my decade. I love the 90s, everything from the 90s, so that was one movie I saw that I usually didn't see in the bin, so I definitely picked that one up. And this one stars Julia Stiles, Heath Ledger. It's got Larissa Oleynik in it. Now I can't even think of the Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it, and that's 10 Things I Hate About You. This is a classic. This is one that, I first saw Heath Ledger in. Pretty much it's about high school, how the one kid falls in love with the one sister and he wants to take her to a dance, but Larissa Oleynik and Julia Stiles are sisters. He wants to take Larissa Oleynik out, but she can't go unless Julia Stiles goes, and Julia Stiles is like a bitch. If you haven't seen the movie, I'd say definitely watch it. It's one of those early 90s high school kind of movies. 10 Things I Hate About You. This one came out last week. I think it was last week. I heard a whole bunch about it from the Oscars and everything. It stars Michael Keaton, Zach Galifianakis, Edward Norton, Amy Ryan, Emma Stone, Naomi Watts. It's got a lot of people in it, and that's Birdman here on Blu-ray. Pretty much Michael Keaton is trying to relive his past with the Birdman, and he ends up making a what do you want to call it, a play on Broadway kind of deal. Hires Edward Norton to play in it. He's just trying to relive his past fame and everything, and there's the trials and tribulations that go on with it. I enjoyed it. It's rather artsy fartsy kind of deal. In my eyes, it is. But it is a good movie. Him slowly going mad and everything. But yeah, it's Birdman. This one I have not watched. Robin Williams, Mila Kunis, Peter Dinklage, which I kind of find funny, and Melissa Leo. Why do I find it funny? Because Peter Dinklage looks like a little midget, and his name is Dinklage. Doink and Dink. That's what Doink and Dink from wrestling back in the day. But this is The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Have not watched it yet, but the premise is Robin Williams is told by his doctor that he's got this disease and he's going to die in like half an hour or a few hours or something like that. And I don't know much after that because I have not watched it, but that's the premise of what I got. One of Robin Williams' last movies. Rest in peace to him. But still haven't checked it out, but heard nothing but good things about this one. Have not watched this one yet. It's I heard nothing but good things. This one's funny and everything. That's Horrible Bosses 2. Gotta kind of remember watching the first one in bits and pieces. So I want to go back, rewatch the first one, and then watch this one. But that's Horrible Bosses 2. This one is really interesting. Maybe if I was the drummer, it would be more interesting. Miles Teller and J.K. Simmons in Whiplash. Pretty much Miles Teller wants to be a jazz drummer in this one band that's composed of like the best music or musicians around. J.K. Simmons is the teacher, and pretty much this guy's the teacher from hell kind of deal, puts his students through like crazy stuff, but to be the best you gotta kind of go with the, go with the punches and everything. It's definitely a great movie. Like, I don't want to say inspirational movie, but it is kind of deal, but that's Whiplash. This one is pretty cool. Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones, pretty much a story of Stephen Hawking's, the theory of everything, pretty much from the beginning when he's in college and he falls for his then wife, and the progression of him getting sick and trying to figure out all these theories and everything, and it just goes through his life. It's pretty much like a biography about him on video. It's pretty cool. I liked it a whole lot. That's the theory of everything. This one came out last week or 2 weeks ago. No, I think it's last week. I don't want to say anything bad about this movie because I did enjoy it, but it's not the first. They did try, but it just wasn't as good as the original. That's Dumb and Dumber 2 with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. Like I said, I don't want to say anything bad about this movie because it wasn't that bad of a movie. It was pretty funny. It has its parts. Kind of has the same vibe of the first one, but it's not the first one. It's I don't know if they waited too long or what it was. I don't know. It just didn't catch me like the first one did. It's not a horrible movie, but it's not the first one. It's not what I grew up with and I loved. Like I said, it has its parts. There was one part that I kept rewinding and laughing more towards the end, but it has the same gist. I mean, it's pretty funny how they incorporate some of the older. Actually, there was one or two cameos from the original one in this one, but that's Dumb and Dumber 2. This one surprised me a whole lot. Came out last week. I waited a long time to see it, but it's, animated, really good movie, and that's Disney's Big Hero 6. I got the one from Best Buy with the lenticular cover. Pretty much, it's all about, revolves around this guy, Baymax, and the one kid, what's his name, Hero, and pretty much it's, in the beginning, Hero and his brother are at this company, I guess you want to call it, and it's an invention company kind of deal where they do all these inventions and everything, and Hero comes up with these little bites that can do anything that your mind thinks, and then the brother comes out with this guy Baymax, who's like a home therapy or home nurse kind of deal, that if he hears you say anything like ouch or anything, he comes and tries to fix it. Something happens with the brother, and then pretty much it's Hero and Baymax trying to figure out what the hell was going on and trying to figure what's happening. It is a cute movie. There's scenes in this that had me laughing. Definitely, it incorporates some action. It incorporates a little bit of like kid stuff too in it. But I enjoyed this movie, Big Hero 6. If you have not watched it yet, definitely watch it. I'm having fun with this lenticular cover. But I'd say watch it if you haven't seen it. And finally, after this whole big thing, these movies I got today, so I have not watched them. If anybody knows anything about them, let me know. This one has been out, well, two of them have been out for a while, and two of them came out today. This first one stars Scarlett Johansson. Don't know much about it. I didn't even read the back, but I saw a whole bunch of people on YouTube, on Instagram, show this off. Don't know what it's about, but that's Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. Still don't, like I said, I didn't read the back, so if anybody knows anything about it, let me know. This one's been out for a while. I just waited for it to go down in price a little bit. When it first came out, it was like $24 or whatever it was. And I'm like, you know what, I could wait for it. I enjoy this comedian. I have a few of his specials. If you couldn't tell, the reason I like him is because he's fluffy, I'm fluffy, and yes, it's Gabriel Iglesias, the Fluffy movie. I have not watched it yet. I enjoy his comedies, so I decided to go and pick it up. So if anybody's seen this and has anything to say about it, let me know. This one came out today. The only reason I got this movie was because I got Big Hero 6 and I used the Disney reward points. And with on the website itself, it said if you get this movie and you get the Disney reward points and you put them in, you get an extra 100 Disney reward points. And that's the reason I got this movie. It is a kids movie. It has Tinkerbell in it, and that's Tinkerbell and the Never Beast, or Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast. You know what? I possibly could pop this in and love the movie, but I only got it, like I said, for the Disney reward points, so I can get an extra 100 Disney reward points. But you never know, I could pop this in, and it could be the best movie I've ever seen in my life, but it also could not be. But that's Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast. And the other movie that came out today that I've been waiting for a while, I saw the trailer for it, and I enjoyed it, came out today, stars Steve Carell, Channing Tatum, and Mark Ruffalo. That is Foxcatcher. Been waiting for this one. This one I'm going to probably pop in later tonight. But eventually I'll do a review on this one. But yeah. So that was my pretty big, I'd say, haul over the past 2 weeks. Gonna try to do a little bit more. Like I said, I've been working a lot. I get home and I'm tired. It's an excuse, you know. It is an excuse. I'll try definitely harder to put more stuff up. But hopefully you enjoy my updates. Hopefully you still stick around and stuff. I am almost at 600 subscribers. So once I do hit that mark, I think I'm 2 away. I'm going to try to save up. So probably around, I'm going to put it at like 650. If I hit 650 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway contest. Because right now, I don't really have that extra. I mean, I do, but I want to make it a little bit bigger. But once I hit that 650 subscriber mark, I will do a contest. I will start giving stuff away. So tell your friends about me and whatever. And eventually I'll have a contest where you could win stuff. So definitely please like this, share this. Let people know I'm out there. Also, again, like I said in the beginning of the video, check the Dorkening out. They are live in about almost 2 hours now. Like I said, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So whatever time that is by you, 2 hours from now. And yeah, keep on checking out my Instagram. Like I said, I take pictures of what I got and post it on there. I do shout outs for whoever asked me to put a movie up there, and I own it. I'll shout you out on Instagram. If you want me to shout you out in a video on here, because now I'm enjoying this whole shouting out thing. If you want me to shout you out, leave me a message somewhere. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this nice little update. If you want me to do more, if you have anything to say about it, please, tell me about some of these movies, because I have not been able to watch them, or I just got them today and I didn't watch them yet. But until the next time, I will see you.